ET Final Score is brought to you by Ashley Furniture.
All right, hey, welcome everyone. My name is Stewart Smith. I am the entertainment editor here at the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and this is the very first edition of Weekend Ticket, where every Thursday we're going to be bringing you what's hot at the movies, what's happening around town, and just anything and everything that is entertaining in East Texas. So to get this started, let's talk box office. Let's talk movies. Everybody likes to go to the movies, right? Got a lot coming out to the theaters this weekend. First up is Dredd 3D. Carl Urban stars as the titular Judge Dredd, one of the infamous judges of Mega City 1, who is commissioned to serve as judge, jury, and executioner for all criminals around the city. Now, you're probably already having horrible flashbacks to that awful, awful Sylvester Stallone movie from the 90s. This is not that. This is actually a pretty faithful adaptation of the original 2000 AD comics, which was actually a pretty smart satire of comics from around that era. This is action-packed. It's hard, stylish action. Carl Urban is appropriately grizzled and grim for the character of Dredd. It's a late summer offering, but this looks to be kind of in defiance of what we normally get for around this time of the summer, which is actually a pretty quality movie. Probably worth checking out. Next up, we have End of Watch, which is a found footage movie, but it's taken a little bit of a different path than what you normally get with found footage. Found footage movies usually go the horror route. This one actually tells the story of two South Central Los Angeles police officers who find themselves embroiled in the middle of a huge gang fight, which includes a lot of human trafficking, some drug cartels. Looks to be like some pretty hard action, but also a really good relationship between Michael Pena and Jake Gyllenhaal's characters. Michael Pena in particular looks particularly great in this role. The guy is a sorely underrated actor, needs a lot better exposure than what he gets. Hopefully he'll get some good recognition for the work that he does here. Thirdly, we also have The Trouble with the Curve. It's Clint Eastwood's new movie. He plays an aging baseball scout who's having trouble doing his job, so his daughter, played by Amy Adams, comes along, and it's looks to be just a solid drama, some decent melodrama, I guess, that comes up between the two of them. This will probably get a lot more, or at least a little bit more attention thanks to Eastwood's now infamous Republican National Convention speech. All eyes are kind of on him, and rightfully so. Probably 100% less chair talking than most people will probably be expecting. Finally, coming up around Tyler itself this weekend, there's actually a good variety of stuff going on just around downtown and around the town in general. We've got the Art Walk making its first Saturday debut. It's going to be going on from 4 in the afternoon well into the evening. A variety of local artists are going to be around showing off their paintings, their photography, their sculptures. There's even going to be a blacksmith out there. So if you're interested in art, absolutely go check this out. You'll be really impressed, I think, by the quality of artists as well as the amount of artists that we have around Tyler and East Texas. Some great stuff. Great for the family. Come downtown. Be some really good stuff to see. Secondly, we also have the East Texas Symphony Orchestra is making their season debut. Richard Lee, the new music director and conductor, will be on hand. He will be conducting his first official concert as the conductor of the East Texas Symphony Orchestra. It's going to be a whole lot of Beethoven. The orchestra has a history of doing really quality stuff. This should be absolutely no exception. Finally, we also want to give you a preview of what's going to be coming up in Marquee on Friday. I've got a very extensive, exhaustive fall movie preview that includes glimpses of stuff like Argo, the new film by Ben Affleck, which is actually a recounting of the true story of the CIA as they attempt to extract people from the Iranian embassy in the 1970s during the height of the Iranian revolution. Affleck's a great director. He's really turning into a very, very solid filmmaker, which I don't think anyone really would have ever guessed. But this looks to continue the trend of great movies that he's directed, following up from Gone Baby Gone and The Town. I also look at stuff like Lincoln, the upcoming movie by Steven Spielberg starring Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis looks to have just miraculously transformed himself to one of our greatest presidents in a movie that really only Steven Spielberg could deliver. Check for all that, as well as my review of Resident Evil Retribution, all in Friday's marquee. And come back next Thursday. We'll have more for you on Weekend Ticket. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.